Hello Fiends and Collectors, this is me, Daniel East1000, back again with another LEGO review. Today we're going to be taking a look at this, the Acclamator from the LEGO Star Wars Starship collection. I have to say the Acclamator is probably one of the more underloved larger scale ships in the Star Wars universe, so it's really cool to see that LEGO have actually thrown their hat in the ring and made one. I would have actually preferred it if we got a midi scale Venator, but then again I guess that would undermine the ridiculous price of the large one that they have out at the moment, so I guess it won't be a few years until we see that. But nonetheless, before we take a look at the Acclamator and the build itself, we're going to take a look at the packaging, of which is in this very high-end look of which we've come to know with LEGO. As I've said before, I do kind of miss the old janky Photoshop days, but you've got this very nice classy black look, the name of the vehicle, lovely picture of the set itself, Star Wars, LEGO, bit of specs on the bottom there. On the side, you've got a top view of the vehicle, name of the series, Star Wars LEGO, and then on the other side you've got a ton of legal garb. At the top, name of the vehicle again, and also a bit of a scaling for reference. And on the bottom as well, more legal MacGuffle. And on the back, you've got a breakdown in terms of the size of the set. Lovely side-on image of the set as well. Image from the film, just for reference, which is quite nice. LEGO Star Wars. And that's basically the packaging out the way and done with. So let's get into the build. This is set number 75404, the Acclamator-Class Assault Ship, consisting of 450 pieces, and its age is 18 and up. So let's crack this open and see what we get. 4 numbered bags, just to break down the assembly of the vehicle. An instruction booklet, of which comes with a foreword from the creative lead and design director for LEGO Star Wars. A breakdown of specs for the vehicle, and well, the instructions themselves onto how to build this thing. So with that out of the way, let's get into the build itself.
Begun. The Clone War has.
Everyone hold tight. Reinforcements are on their way. Shields online.
Our ships are in position, and we're ready to begin our campaign against the Geonosians.
So here we have the Acclamator Assault Starship. This is one of those vehicles that you don't see in action too much, really just appearing on screen at the end of Attack of the Clones. I think it only appeared a few times in the Clone Wars, just because I think the Venators did canonically overtake these. I have to say this is one of the smaller builds, and of course that goes with the price point of this thing. But I have to say, again, really interesting design, really interesting build process. Didn't take particularly long to put together, but I still had a lot of fun doing it. In terms of features, there's not really much to ring home about. In terms of it being a prequel design, then of course there's not really much greebling going on. It's very streamlined in its design in itself from the model that it's based on, but it does feature some nice printed pieces, so there's no decals to worry about, which I absolutely love, and also there's some really cool building techniques to go along with it as well. You've got the main bridge at the top there, just here, And then at the back, of course, you have got the thrusters and boosters, which use these translucent blue pieces. And then just on the underside, it is kind of a feature, although it doesn't really mention it in the instruction book, but the Acclamators do actually have a hatch which opens up to allow troops out. So you can kind of do that with this. And if you actually look inside there, you've got these little white studs. And the instructions do actually mention that these are to represent the Republic gunships. So that's a nice little touch incorporated into the build as well. We have seen them do this before with the Starship sets. So that's very nice still. Nothing too much going on at the bottom there. But overall, it's a very good representation of the Acclamator. I mean, in terms of its Clone Wars appearance to the Attack of the Clones appearance, there's some slight differences certainly in terms of its shape. So I feel like LEGO's tried to incorporate the best of both worlds with this thing. I mean, personally, when you look at it from some angles, it doesn't feel as chunky as it probably should. I don't know, can't quite put my finger on what's slightly off about it when you look at it from some angles. Particularly when you look at it from like that angle, it looks, you know, it looks alright. Could have been a bit more bulky, a bit more shapely, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in terms of that. Nonetheless, you do get this display stand, which is very nice. It does have the Star Wars LEGO logo on just there with the name of the vehicle, and you do get to build this. That's probably the least interesting build of this set, probably because we've done it that many times with the other Starship vehicles that we've received. You won't have that experience, of course, if this is going to be your first one from the line. There's no plaque either to commemorate anything, which is kind of understandable because Attack of the Clones celebration has passed at this point, likewise Clone Wars as well. But like I said, with all these sets, it would have been really cool if we actually got a minifigure to go with it. Now, I can't put my finger on what minifigure they could have included with this, maybe a clone trooper, but a minifigure would have always would have been a nice inclusion with these sets. Would have definitely jumped the price up on this thing if they did include a minifigure just because of licensing. But overall, in terms of the summary, I have to say this thing is really, really awesome. I'm very pleased that I have picked this up. LEGO's certainly taken some liberties with the design of it. It's a nicely scaled piece, a very fun build as well, and I'm super pleased that they didn't include stickers because I absolutely hate stickers. Hopefully we get some more Republic vehicles. As I did mention, I'd really like to see the Venator, just to kind of display that beside this thing. I'll be curious to hear what you guys would like to see as well from this line, so let me know in the comments down below. Have you picked this set up? Are you planning on picking it up? And well, this is me, Daniel East 1000, signing out, and thank you very much for watching.